Why is it? Good evening, everybody. Sorry. We have had technical difficulties. Let's see what's going on here. I've gotten Starlink, and I'm trying to get to run well because it's there's a lot of trees in my yard. There's a lot of trees in my yard. Am I? Am I up and running? I'm not seeing me. I'm not seeing me on the. It seems fine. Okay. All right. Okay. It's not choppy anymore. Yeah, I put my hard line back in because yeah, I mean the Starlink is fine for like watching YouTube and stuff like that, but it's just not, you know, I have to put it way out in my yard and it's like Wi-Fi, and so it's like it's not you know, it's not it's not working as anticipated, which kind of sucks because like I want to use Starlink, but I want to have a decent enough connection where I can actually run the show. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, we're back online. We're back online, everybody. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Ardent, obedient, all you, Christian. It's working for now. It's working for now. I never watched these. I've never watched these Outdoor Boys things. I've never watched them, and I don't know why not, because, like, I like shows like this. I like Survivor Man and shit, but just never watched these. And now it's over. And now it's over, and he'll never make another one because his fat bitch wife was like, no, stop it. You're getting hit on by young girls. Blah, 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 blah. It's not even his fault, dude. It's not like he's a good-looking guy. Obedience is location-specific stuff. Well, I mean, like, I'm in Florida. Right, he launches the satellites an hour south of here. You think it would be good here, right? But again, I have a million trees, and they're all like 100 feet tall. So that's probably, you know, if I get a Wi-Fi repeater, I think it should boost. It should be a little bit better because it's like way out in my yard, like the only spot I can get like a decently clear view of the sky. So and even then, I'm only getting, I mean, 98% success rate on the ping success, which is actually not, it's pretty good. But it is still way out in my yard. So I'm going to need a repeater, right? But hopefully that works. That makes it work. Otherwise, I'm just not going to be able to use it. I didn't say avalanche. I said hurricane. I said hurricane. I didn't say avalanche. Can't I link a Starlink? Yes, I can. However, my roof is made of metal. And even though, even if I put it on my roof, there's still gigantic trees over my roof. So not only is it made of metal, but there's also gigantic trees over it. So, you know, like big ass oaks and stuff. So, yeah, I have to put it like way out in my yard. So it's, yeah. Yep. And it's like a router, right? So like if I put it on my metal roof, it's not going to go through my metal roof. So I'd have to like drill through it and then hard line from it, which is not impossible, but again, giant oaks over my roof. So, yeah. Ania says, out in the nowhere, the non-mobile version you can plug in the cable would probably... Yeah, well, I got the mobile version. I don't know if I can plug in the cable. I don't think I can. But if I can, then I'm going to need 100 feet of Ethernet cable, which I probably have. I hope it's a quiet hurricane season too. That's what the prediction is looking like. It looks like it's not going to be that bad of a hurricane season. Because like the last two bad ones, we flooded twice, which sucks. I mean, it didn't flood the house or anything, but it flooded the yard and like my shed and shit. When that's a pain in the ass. You know, it's not like overly destructive. It's just like, oh my God, dude, come on. I gotta like rebuild my yard and it's filled with like debris and shit and fallen trees and it's just a nightmare. But yeah, hopefully this is gonna be a quiet one this year. Cause like, damn, the last few years have sucked when it comes to hurricanes. Yeah, last year did suck. Last year with like Milton and stuff and what was it was just Milton. It was another one too. But yeah, that sucked. That was a bummer. We flooded on that one too. I mean, you're over in Tampa, so you got it bad. You got it bad where it was like, you know, the entire city was under like 6 feet of water or something like that. That's, I mean, wild. And like your only hospital is on like an island. So good planning there, Tampa. Good work. Good planning. Good planning. I'm jealous of this guy because I would love to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I don't do this. I don't have like the survival skills. I mean, or do I? Or do I? Do you think I can go out and do this? I'll take my Starlink out. I'll stream from Alaska. And I'll survive there. Do you guys think that would be a good idea? Would you guys be down for that? Obedient says, yeah, my grandma had $56K in repairs. That's a bummer. Yeah. Did insurance cover it? Because insurance is pulling out all over the state. They're all like, you know what, we're just not, I know you've been paying us for years, so in case, you know, it floods or something like that, then we'll pay for that. But we've decided to stop doing that because there's a hurricane coming, and we decided to cancel your policy right before a hurricane comes because we're fucking dicks. We're an insurance company. We're fucking assholes. And, like, we all deserve to burn in hell. Every last one of them. But whatever, even if you have the insurance and you get hit by it, they're going to be like, well, nah, I don't want to pay you. I don't want to pay you. It was like, I was just kidding. Thanks for the money, though. I spent it already.
All right, I got camp set up and not a moment too soon. It's getting dark. With the rocks behind the fire and the canvas behind me, this is really toasty, which is good because
you got a tool to make tree houses 30 feet off the ground? What kind of tool is that? Is it a hammer? Is it a hammer and nails and some planks? Because I could do that too. I have those tools. Or is it a special robot that does it? Is it just a Mexican guy that you say, hey, go make me a tree house up there? And he's like, see. I don't know what kind of tool that is. A ladder? I don't.
It's gotten chilly outside. I could see my breath. I knew I'd be getting to this spot kind of late, so I packed a pretty simple.
Pamonkey says they fought me tooth and nail to pay my no fault. Yeah, they'll do that, and they won't give a fuck. They won't give a hot fuck, right? That's their job. Their job is to try to keep as much money as they possibly can, and they're good at it. They are good at it. They'll put you on hold. They'll give you hoops to jump through. They'll do the rat race and everything like that. And sometimes you have to come down and actually sue them. You know, that's what they want you to do. They want you to like drag it out in court so they can bankrupt you if it's cheaper. If it's cheaper. Yeah, the insurance companies are assholes. They're just complete assholes.
Meal. Got some cured salami. And I got some smoked salmon and pilot bread. I caught some silver salmon a couple weeks ago and I smoked them up. And then I mixed the smoked salmon in with brie, honey, walnuts, and garlic.
Nice. Nice. That sounds good.
For dessert, I have chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. Oh,
Ah.
oh.
An auger, huh?
Got myself some bliss.
This is what Ardenshire sent me. It's an auger. It augs. So you just okay. And you just and then that helps you build tree houses. Okay. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat.
Blisters right there and there.
Oh, he's got blisters.
It's late and I've got a lot to do tomorrow. I'm going to put up the camera. Hopefully we won't have any bears.
Got my bear mace. I'd be carrying a gun, brah. I mean, the bear mace is surprisingly effective. It's very effective. But still, I'd be carrying a gun. In case the bear mace didn't work, then I'd put the gun in my mouth and blow my brains out. Because that bear is gonna fuck you up. And you don't want to be all mincemeat out there for no. Nope.
See you guys in the morning.
Oh, good morning. It's cold outside.
I'm sorry, did you leave the camera on or did you wake up and turn the camera on and then act like you were waking up? No judgment here. I'm just trying to get the timeline down. If you did, good. I'm glad. I like how you're putting effort into it. Also, the amount of editing that probably went into this is a nightmare. That's hours of editing. But he's such a fucking nerd, dude. He's such a fucking nerd. He probably just sits there and then edits for like a week, dude, just sitting there. I've done it. I've done video editing. Go back and watch my very early stuff where I just sat there and I did voiceovers and I edited for like a week straight. And it's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Well, before I get the fire started and I start cooking breakfast, I think I want to complete the fire ring.
Getting to work. I like it. I like it. He's a total nerd. Yeah. But like bitches are into it. That's the problem. That's like he can build a shelter. He can catch food and stuff like that. If shit really hits the fan, I bet women find this attractive despite his looks and his like nerdiness, right? You know. Also, he's a millionaire. He looks like Stu from The Hangover. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, he does. He needs like a missing tooth and like the Mike Tyson tattoo. That'd be pretty funny. Big fake boobs. I want to get one of those augers. I want to get one of those augers for like a power drill and make those Swedish stoves where you like take a stump and then you drill a hole in it and then you like, you know, turn it into like a little fire pit. You know, it becomes its own chimney type of a thing. I want to do all kinds of crazy projects, but things get in the way. Pamunky says self-sufficiency should be attractive to women. Yeah. I mean, that's completely understandable. If you could like skin a bear and make a blanket out of that, I could see that as being attractive. I get that. I totally understand. What I don't understand is those like the curly-topped Gen Z kids that are just unanimously hated on the internet. And I mean, they drive nice cars and shit, and then they crash them and stuff, but they have no muscle tone or anything like that, and they're all pale. And I don't understand why women find those people attractive. Sure, millions of dollars. Yeah, but besides that, it's not all about money. It's not all about money. Because look at Jeff Bezos' wife. She's a monster. She is a monster. She looks like Jigsaw. Right? With the big cheeks and the lips and everything like that. She should be riding a tricycle, putting people in like booby trap games. Because that's exactly what she looks like. She looks like fucking Jigsaw.
I need to find a couple perfectly shaped stones.
There's something very peaceful about this, right? You ever like go onto a beach or something like that and just like look for like the perfect rock or like a good stick? Women don't understand that. Women don't understand the perfect stick or the perfect rock, and we get excited about it. A girl on Twitter tried to be like, "Look, I found a cool stick," and I was like, "That is not a cool stick. That is not." And she's like, "Yeah, it is. Look at it. It's all weird, and it looks like a frying pan." And that's why I think she thought it was cool. Men think sticks that looks like guns or swords are cool, right? Because there is some utility behind that. But the stick that she chose looked like a fucking frying pan, and I laughed. I laughed a lot.
That one's promising.
Because it's just like you can't escape your nature. You just cannot escape your nature. Even when you try, you just can't escape it, right? It always goes back to the kitchen or back to like raising babies or something. Making some pancakes. This is nice. Got a little oil. Nice. Gonna spread that around. I like this. I could watch this. I could watch this for hours. Shame. Shame I didn't even try watching it before this. I'm the last to the party. This has 40 million views. I am the last to the party. I'm not cool. I'm an old fuddy-duddy, as they call me. But I'm set in my ways, and I'm okay with that. Let me check my Starlink and see if it's doing okay.
I wouldn't mind another one of those.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here finishing breakfast, and I can see a flock of seagulls.
Yeah, it's not great.
bait.
I don't know what to do about the Starlink. I can't have two internets. I don't want to have two internets, but I want the ability when my internet inevitably does go down to be able to like stream and, you know, do that. But it's not looking good. It's just not looking good. I just might not have the yard for it.
Fish right there. Maybe I need to rig up the rod.
And you know what's nice about this? He's alone. Right? I'm not saying that like as in like, oh, he's such a badass. He's doing all this by himself. No, I'm like, wow, that seems really peaceful. You get to like be alone with your thoughts and like, you know, relax. Not have a bunch of people all day long, daddy, do this. Right? John, take out the trash. Do that. You know, I have a list of things to do at all times. And this guy is just like, you know what? I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to go fishing. And when I feel like I'm done fishing, I'm going to return. And that's it. There's a simplicity about it. Just a quiet peacefulness that I appreciate, you know. Solace, yes.
Just checking my bait, and I reeled in a flesh-eating.
Hey, all right, Christian. Here, I'll give you the bell for that. Where's my bell? Here's my bell. You guys listen for the bell. Here it comes. There we go. Christian donated. Oh, look in background noise. Christian donated 1 subscription to the Incredible Sulk. And then background noise. Hold on. You need more bell than that. I'll give you more bell. There we go. Background noise gave $10. Says bear mace doesn't work instantly. Really? It doesn't? He sent a. Oh my god. Okay. Viewer discretion advised. There. I am. Yeah. Somebody got attacked by a bear.
Yeah, life sucks in bear country.
Oh my God. See, that's part of his skull. Or that's his scalp. Yeah, you got fucked up good, bruh. You got fucked up good.
Had a grizzly with 2 cubs come at me from about 80 yards, and I sprayed the shit out of her with bear spray, and then I went on my face and protected the back of my neck. She got my head good. I don't know what's under my hat. My ear, my arm.
Are you in shock?
Pieces of stuff hanging out. I don't know what's going on in there. And then my shoulder, it's ripped up. I think my arm's broke, but legs are good. Internal organs are good.
You don't
Eyes
know.
are good. I just walked out 3 miles and I go to the hospital. So
Yeah, you walked 3 miles. You're losing a lot of blood. You're gonna die.
be safe out there.
What a badass though. Here, I'll give you a like, bro.
Bear spray doesn't always work, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah. A gun. A gun will work. A gun will work. I will bring a gun. You know, bear spray's nice, but like a mama bear and her cub, even with bear spray, it's like it can still fight through that. It can't fight through like its brains being blown out. And that's sad, right? Because you have to blow out the mom's brains. But you know, it's you or her, so goodbye. Right? If you didn't attack, I wouldn't have blown your brains out. And you need like a big, meaty, like a big ass revolver. You know, something hollow points, something that'll really take on a bear. Like a 9mm is not going to do that. So Ardenshire gifted 1 subscription to the show. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Starfish.
A big gun, a big ass, like a what are those called? Like a judge, something like that. Like something that'll actually, it'll hurt your wrist, right? But it'll hurt the bear more.
All right, we go put him back.
Background noise says, don't forget the cubs don't want them avenging their mother. Well, no, you raise the cubs to be on your side, right? And then you have attack bears, and then you saddle them, and then you go around, and or you could just kill them, outright. Yeah, but like with your big ass pistol, they're just gonna explode, which will be peaceful. I mean, it's probably not gonna hurt for very long. That's sad. But again, you don't want them growing up and taking revenge on you, like looking up your address and like catching a plane out to where you live and stuff like that, and knocking on your door and then being like, I am Inigo Montoya, whatever. And then they just rip you to pieces right there. Yeah, you don't want to risk that. You don't want to risk that. One of those 2-man elephant guns would do. So what, you have to wait for a buddy? Wouldn't a pistol kill a grizzly? I mean, the right size pistol, yeah. You get a big ass pistol. Like, you get a big ass revolver. I don't know exactly. There is like a Desert Eagle. Maybe even something bigger than a Desert Eagle, right? Just something big, dude. They have special guns exactly for this use case. They're usually revolvers, right? Because you don't want to experience a jam when you're getting mauled by a grizzly bear. But yeah, they will kill a bear.
That's an eagle feather. That's from a young bald eagle. Well, the surf fishing wasn't really paying off, and we've got a few hours before high tide. So I'm hiking back to the kayak to see if we can go do some kayak fishing. While I'm at it, I want to keep an eye out for a water source. I only got about 1.5 liters of fresh water left, so I've got to go look for water.
Onia says bear shows up at your door after a casual drive listening to Sheryl Crow just before before eating you. Or it's like, isn't it ironic? It's like rain. And the bear is just like, yeah. just just vibing, right? Before he tears you limb from limb, right? In front of your family. And it's just blood splatters all inside the atrium of your house and stuff. And then the bear just tips his hat and leaves. Right? You didn't kill him. He's not going to kill your kids. So that's fair. That's good. What'd you send me this
Tell
night?
you what, I was just thinking, I wish I had a.
What is yeah, I've seen, oh my god, that would do it, but that's not a pistol. That would do it, but that is not a pistol.
Have not one, but two Zombanic SFX Rival S. So if you could do me a huge... Oh! Oh!
That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Okay, so you're just sitting in a smoke circle with your boys, right? And all of a sudden, you know, Greg and Jeff, like, their heads just fucking vaporize. And you're just like, the fuck? Did I see that right? They just vaporize. Your boys, they're dead. They're gone, right? And their bodies are just standing there for a second like a goddamn cartoon, right? They have to notice that gravity is on before they fall down. Kaboom! Right? Dude, the shards of skull would hit you so much, it might kill you just from shards of skull, right? You get peppered with like eyeball juice and brain matter. Oof, that would suck. I mean, these guys didn't know what hit them. No idea. It was just lights out. Obviously, there's nothing to comprehend. There is no unit to actually, determine what pain is because it just vaporized. This is probably the same as like when they went down on that sub and the entire ocean just fell on top of them. You guys remember that? And they just vaporized. They like turned into atoms. This is probably pretty similar to that. What is this? It says, yes, even a 22 LR has stopped bears. What? A 22? I wouldn't go. I wouldn't. Oh, dude. Even a hollow point 22. Pew. Pew. No, I would get. I mean, they have the 380. The 380 ACP is a better one, but 38 special, 40 S&W, 41 mag, 44 mag. Yeah. Yeah. The 500 S&W is probably what I would bring. The 500, the Smith & Wesson 500, it would, that's what I would be packing. It would hurt, but I'm not going to bring a 22 out there and be like, oh, stay away, bear, poof. And then it just kind of ricochets off its skull. No, thanks. No, I want to be sure that thing's dead.
Oh, I hope there's not lice in it. So you got the bald eagle up there. Oh, those are such a big bird. All right, we got some water. Oh. That's brackish. There's definitely a fair amount of salt water in that. So this right here is a tidal river. It changes direction based on whether the tide's coming in.
It would
out.
probably piss it off. I mean, it might scare it away, but it just sounds like a firecracker. Like, if you miss with a 500 Smith and like a Smith Wesson and Wesson 500, it's gonna be like, wow, that was a big boom, and then it might run off. But if it's trying to protect its cubs, there's nothing you can do. Nothing's gonna scare it off. Even the bear mace, right? That guy got the bear mace, Probably hit her right in the nose, right? It went directly to her brain. Her brain was on fire as he was ripping that guy to pieces. And that's probably the only reason he survived, right? Because he bear maced her real good. But still, he is not going to live a good life.
Yeah.
This is not his ear. This is part of his scalp. That's a bad wound. And then he hikes 3 miles. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Let's check the comments. The amount of adrenaline that was running through him that allowed him just to record this is insane, right? He was in shock. Right? You can look at his pupils. They're pinpoints. He was definitely in shock. But yeah, he was able to rock it out. And now he has a good story. So good for him. That's a good story. He's going to show off his scars and everything. That's cool.
So I think I'm going to put my kayak in and catch a ride out into the bay. See if we can't catch some fish. Oh. I'm going to stop and do a little bit of lunch before I get on the kayak. Linghi covered mango.
What? Lehingi? Brought his kayak, nice.
We let the current take me down the river. Then we'll fish a little bit in the lagoon. When the tide switches, we'll catch the current back.
This guy does not have a problem, like, collecting enough food, does he? He comes pretty prepared. He's not like Survivor Man, where he's all like, drop me in the middle of the woods with a knife and not even matches, just a knife, right? Oh, and make sure to soak my cotton clothes before I go out. And yeah, it's sub-zero temperatures. I'll be fine. Les Stroud is way cooler than that one dude, Bear Grylls, who's like, look at me, I'm going to drink camel piss, and then I'll check into a hotel later. He did that, right? Oh, what a badass. He eats spiders out there and stuff, but he's got a camera crew, and also he's not actually sleeping out there. So there you go.
Nice not having to paddle, but I'm hearing an ominous roaring noise down that direction.
Scott says the problem with bear mace is by the time the bear gets in range to hit it with mace, has already targeted you. Those last 6 yards, don't give a fuck. Yeah. Okay, all right. What'd you send me, Christian? What'd you send me? Okay. What it's like watching an episode of the Sulk stream. You're just drunk in bed and you piss your pants. What? Is that a compliment? I don't know if that's a compliment. That seems like an insult. You are insulting my show because it's like piss your pants good. Get drunk and piss your pants good. He gave $5. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I don't know if I appreciate this so much. He went to Hulkamania. He got the wristband, and then he pissed his pants real good. Wow, that is an embarrassing photo. It's embarrassing because look at his hairline. That is the hairline of a man who should not be pissing his pants drunk. That is not positive, bro. That is not a good look. Whatever, though. Whatever. Oh, hold on. Let's watch this again. Hey, Doug and Pete. How you guys doing? Oh, you got a new job? That's cool. What? Oh, my God! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! It's just like that. They're just hanging out. And they're all like... Oh, so I decided I'm going to ask Vanessa to marry me. Ah! Oh, my God! I'm sorry. Background noise says, what if I get drunk and piss someone else's pants? It's cool as long as you take your shoes off before you do it. So yeah, that's fine.
We got some pretty serious breakers here. But if I flip over in this, I'm gonna go hypothermic immediately. I mean,
Yeah, maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes tops before you're actually like battling in the death zone. Yeah. You ever jump into like ice cold water like that? Your entire chest just seizes up. Because I've done it, and you just seizes up, and then you're just like, it's not fun. It's not fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's like, okay, I'm not going to do that again.
there's literally ice washing up on the beach. This water is so cold it hurts to put your hand in it. But I've been sitting here for a few minutes and I haven't seen any breakers off to the left, so I think that's the trick.
Matt says, that is dumb wearing waders and a yak. If he falls in, they fill up with water. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. If he beaches, like on like a shallow kind of rock or something like that, he can get out and he can like pull his yak, through it. And if you do that and it's going to hurt, dude. If you put like your bare feet in that, even if you're wearing shoes and they get all wet, that's going to suck. Like you're asking for maybe not frostbite because he'll get back in time before like anything, but still, you don't want to do that. I think wearing waders is probably not the worst idea in the world. And he's got a life jacket anyway.
Ooh, that was a lot crazier than I intended.
Christian says, in some cultures it's seen as rude to pee on someone else's pants. Well, thank God we're Americans.
Yeah, I may not be going back that way.
Yep, that's
Oh,
ice.
this iceberg's making crazy noises. It sounds like it's being deep fried. The ocean water's about 40-45 degrees, and so it's substantially warmer than the ice. Oh, that is cool.
He just says if your culture don't want to get peed on, it should move out of the way. This is like an R. Kelly culture. Are you doing like the R. Kelly from Boondock Saints? Not Boondock Saints, the Boondocks? I don't remember that episode.
Well, I want to see if I can catch myself a fish for dinner, and usually the fishing's better when you're fishing underneath cliffs as opposed to beach. Hello, Liz.
Rushing Matt says this is how the Titanic sank. Oh, you mean it had some oppositional bankers against the Federal Reserve? Is that what he is? Because that's how it sank. Right? It had people on it that were against the Federal Reserve. And so they sank that bitch. They gave them free tickets on the most luxurious cruise liner in the world. And they sank it in the middle of the ocean. And they're like, oh, it's icebergs. Icebergs. They blew it in half. They blew it in half. And they're like, yeah, icebergs. Yeah, icebergs. Icebergs don't cut ships in half. Oh, it just fell apart. Okay, well, that doesn't seem likely to me. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
I got the little baby silver. Won't fill me up, but he'll taste just fine. We'll keep him. Oh, look at this. Kelp greenling. Nice little kelp greenling. Oh, there we go. Oh, little baby kelp greenling. Oh, another kelp greenling.
Full of them. He doesn't want
Kelp
those.
greenling aren't horrible, but I like other fish better, and I think I'm going to catch something. Oh,
Yeah, he's doing fine on food. He's not starving.
got something. Oh, yeah.
What do you got there?
That is what we want. There we go. Look at that black bass. Where there's one
Nice.
of those,
Delicious.
there's usually more. Oh,
It's okay to be Christian. Says an iceberg got building number 7. That's true. A plane didn't hit it. An iceberg snuck up on it and just rammed right into it. And it was a freak accident. It was a absolute freak accident.
Oh, we got a big one. We got a nice fish. Ooh! Whoa, look at that. I believe this is a copper rockfish. I'm gonna go ahead and put him back. You're only allowed to keep one of those per day.
No one's gonna check your shit here, dude. But I guess you are recording it, and Fish and Wildlife will see this and fucking give you a ticket, because Fish and Wildlife suck. They are not cool. Fish and Wildlife are not cool, right? That, you know, sometimes the sheriff gives you a break and be like, you know, I'm gonna throw your pot out, you know, just, you know, Fish and Wildlife will give you a ticket. They will give you a ticket.
Oh, there we go. Oh, another black bass. You're allowed 3 of these per day, but I'm not gonna eat both of these suckers.
All right, good man. Again, he's not starving, and it looks like he's. This is sweet. This is fucking awesome. He's just out there on vacation, and he's all like, "Yeah, this is gonna get 40 million views."
I got enough food.
I don't know how much money that is. It's probably a lot, though.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that beauty.
I mean, if I got 40 million views on this, that's like $80, dude. I'd be going out to eat. That's what yeah. Yes, no more
Tasty fish.
You're interrupting my jokes.
Little puffin swimming right
Come on.
by me over there.
Get the hell
Oh,
out.
another black bass. I could have limited out. There we go. Another big black bass. Well, the fishing's been pretty awesome. I've got dinner and I've lost count how many fish
I should be eating that cat. But I'm not frozen. I'm not frozen Asian.
caught. But I'm getting thirsty and water's getting really low. I need to go find a source of drinking water.
There you go. Right there.
I'm so glad to see this water.
By the way, you shouldn't do this unless, like, oh, he actually has a little filter. So you can do this if you, like, are used to it. You build up, like, bacteria in your gut. So, like, this is why animals don't get sick when they drink, like, from water, because their stomachs are used to it. But if you go and do it, you'll have diarrhea. But he's going to filter it, so it's all right.
That is all the water we had left.
I mean, if you want to be able to do it, then take small amounts over like a long period of time, and then you'll build up those bacteria, and so you won't have diarrhea from it. If you want to do that.
This is the best water filter system. It just pulls it through with gravity. I got 4 liters of drink.
Yeah, you don't want to get like beaver fever or anything like that and just shit your pants for the next 4 days.
Drinking water and 3 liters I can filter later. Ah, that feels good to have water. I was stressing about that.
And Cryptosporita and Giardia sound like fun? Nah. No. No, you can also get little chlorine tabs that like take care of that too. It just depends on how you want to do it.
Dang, some of those waves are popping up 6 feet tall.
It's firing. You should go surfing.
I'm just gonna portage the kayak over this little spit of land over here.
It's pronounced portage.
That way I can avoid all that craziness over there.
See, this is why he wears waders.
There we go, we're back in the river and we're rapidly moving the opposite direction we were a few hours ago. Man, that current is ripping.
Cruising. All right, that looks like fun.
If I were to stay on this river, it would take me to a lake full of icebergs and an enormous glacier that's calving into the lake. I really want to go see that, but that'll have to wait for tomorrow.
Okay. He's filtering out the gay from the water. No, there's actually no gay in the water here. There's what you're talking about is astrazine, and there's no gay astrazine. But you know where there is a lot of astrazine? On golf courses. On golf courses, people they did a study, and if you live on a golf course, you're significantly at higher risk of getting like Parkinson's and being gay. They didn't do that study. They did a Parkinson's study, but you know, gay guys with Parkinson's, they do the hand jobs and the blow jobs and do it well. They do it so good. No, that is true though, right? Because all the chemicals, all the herbicides, all the pesticides that they put on golf courses, it runs into like the groundwater and you know, other sources of contamination. And then people who live on those golf courses get regularly dosed with those pesticides and those herbicides, which are very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Yeah, and it like demyelinates their neurons and stuff like that, and they get Parkinson's and shit.
Oh, son of a gun.
Well, that sucks. He's just like, well, that sucks. I hate breaking my phone screen. I hate it, dude, because you put it in your pocket, and every time you reach in your pocket, you get little bits of glass in your hands, and then you're just like, fuck, man. And that's not cheap to fucking replace. What? I haven't done it in a while, but it's like, what? Couple $100 to get a phone screen replaced at one of those mall kiosks?
Right. Well, there we go. We caught dinner and survived to tell the tale.
I'm just going to store my fish into my other fish. It's my fish bag. You see, he's like, I'm going to stuff this small fish into this big fish. Make a turfucking. Yeah, turfucking. Yeah, why not? That's a good fish. That's a nice fish. That's probably a pricey fish at a restaurant. Like, that would probably be an $80 fish.
It was a little cold last night, and it's supposed to get even colder as the week goes on. So I'm gonna bust out my stove.
That shit is legit, dude. That thing is sick. I want that. Oh my God. Tell me how to get that. That's a... Dude, that thing is fucking fire. And it holds fire. That thing is sick, though. Okay, Despite says, I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say whether or not I've broken my phone screen. You have. I feel like... Who hasn't broken their phone screen before? Like, I mean, you guys are adults, and you had... I mean, how long has the iPhone been out? Since, like, 2008? You've never broken your phone screen in the last 20 years? Maybe you didn't have an iPhone then, but let's say you've had it for 15 years. Or whatever you have, an Android. I don't give a shit. You've never broken your phone screen? I don't believe you.
All right, I think it's time to cook some fish. And a little bit of maple syrup.
That's going to be a good fish.
There we go. Put it in the smoke, but out of the heat.
This is how you attract bears.
Got a little bread flour and yeast here.
Making bread. Some delicious seawater I'm going to boil up. Why?
Walking miles on those rocks with these boots has just been killing my feet.
It was like a pita bread. See, that's a nice big fish. You got some nice fillets out of that? Look at that. That's wonderful. That's gorgeous. Just eat it raw, golem style? I mean, you can. You get parasites, though. You want to rock with parasites? I don't know.
That is some beautiful fillets right there. Little pepper, smoked paprika. Chicken and mole here.
Oh, I see. It's a bag boil, so it doesn't matter if it's seawater. Okay. Yeah, you should just smack it against a rock and bite into it. But I think this is a better way of doing it.
There we go.
It ain't pretty, but I bet it's going to taste pretty good. I bet it's going to taste pretty good.
You got chicken and mole, some green hatch chilies, and lots of rockfish. Some salsa. Rockfish is such a...
Despite says, my iPhone 12 never even had a scratch protector, 4 years, not a scratch. I've only broken my phone screen like once. Like, in those 20... I've only done it like once. Yeah, like once. So, I'm pretty good about it. Almost never break.
a firm white meat. Really good.
But you see, you always know how ghetto somebody is by like, because you look at their phone and it's all broken up. You ever see those chicks, like they pull out their phone and it's all smashed up screen and shit like that, and you're like, oh, you're like a whore. You're a trashy ghetto bitch, aren't you? You're a trashy ghetto bitch, and your fucking phone screen's all smashed up.
Oh, that was good.
Hold on.
For dessert, I'm gonna finish off my bread with a little bit of honey. I don't know what it is, but there are a few things better than warm bread and honey.
I like honey. Honey's good.
That was good. I will see you guys in the morning.
Good morning.
That's a chill ass little stove. That's a chill ass little stove.
Stove in last night was the best idea ever. It's so toasty in here.
More pancakes. Why did you use the rock when you had this pan though? Like you have the rock, and I mean, I guess it's fun, you know, but you had this stove the entire time. So it seems kind of pointless to have the rock and everything.
Oh, pancakes are hard to beat. I guess technically this is breakfast in bed. Nice.
Yeah, they are cool. Those are cool. Those are cool stoves. I want one. Do not let her in here, please. Damn it. Did you open the door yourself? It's the cat. It's a fucking cat.
There you go. My smoked salmon's done.
It's like jerky.
It's tiny but good. Well, despite the weather, I really want to go see that glacier.
It's just
This is the
dreary.
bald eagle's footprints. Look at the size comparison to my hand.
Yeah, come on in, cat. Why not? Why not? Just fucking settle on in, you son of a bitch.
From one talon to the other, that's probably 8 inches. Oh, dog.
The cat, she does. She loves me. And it's just like, dude, like, you can't just give me some time to chill out.
Darn, I missed the time. Heading the wrong way. I might be able to get up against...
I don't even know how she opened the door. I thought it was Jess. It was not Jess. It was not Jess. It's the cat that opened the door. I have door knobs. So it's not like I have door handles. So, because sometimes, like, pets can open door handles. I have door knobs. I don't know if it has, like, a ghost. Like, some sort of ghost that it commands and stuff like that. And then she comes in here and she bites me. She bites me on the arm.
It's the current. We'll
She's like, pet me or I'm going to bite you.
see.
It's cool, man. Everyone likes the cat. This cat. Everyone likes this cat, my cat. I thought it was a serious disruption. That's what I thought. I thought it was my show. It's not a cat show. It's my show. And the cat is a serious disruption. And toxoplasmosis, most likely. Most likely, yes. Yeah, probably. Good thing I'm not, like, licking her asshole.
In the middle of the river, the current's moving faster than I can paddle. But maybe if I stick to the sides, I can sneak upstream.
I don't hate the cat. I don't hate this cat. No, me and this cat, we cool. We cool for sure. It's just like, she can be very demanding. I guess all my girls can be like that. So it is what it is. I attract a type, I suppose. But she's alright. She's cool. She's nice. I mean, she's sweet. She's just chilling on my lap purring right now. She's just right here. She's not a bad cat. She's a good cat. She just like annoys the fuck out of me sometimes. And I'm like, come on, just give me a minute. Can you just give me a minute? Like, sometimes, like, I'm being pulled in, like, so many directions all day long. You can't just give me a fucking minute. I'm talking about the cat.
Oh,
Matt says I have the cat parasite. That's how she controls me. You know, some people purposely infect their, like, girlfriends with toxoplasmosis because they think it makes them hornier. Did you know that? That's like a thing. They purposely infect their girlfriends with toxoplasmosis because they think it makes them crazy and horny. There might be something to that.
my hands are so cold. All right. Check out that.
Onia says, John had so much to say on Daywave this morning. Too bad he was muted. I was not muted. I just wasn't on Daywave. I wasn't on Daywave because Jess wanted to go to an exercise class, and I said she could. So I had to stay behind and watch the kids this morning. So, yeah. Relationships are about sacrifice, and I made you guys sacrifice by watching Daywave without me. And I'm really sorry. Not sorry.
That eagle.
But it must have, I'm not going to say it sucked, but, there's probably a lot less good without me.
A bunch of pink salmon right there. Look at that. I think I made it to the lake that feeds the river. Now it's
That's
hard to
chill,
see with all
dude.
this fog, but
This
there's
is sick, dude. This is like a movie. Like this, all this, I would be vibing, dude. I would be vibing, right? Especially all by myself, because I work best alone. I do. I'm most comfortable alone. I feel like I do my best work alone. I'd be vibing.
an enormous glacier
I'd be
falling
like, yeah. I'd be thrilled.
into this lake somewhere over there. I just gotta see if I can find a way through all this ice. Oh, that'll buff out. I gotta be careful going in between these icebergs. Some of these weigh more than buildings. And as the tide goes up and down, they're gonna shift and move around. This clear.
And they can just flip over. They can just flip over. Like, for no reason. An iceberg can just go whoop, right onto the kayak for no reason. It's just a big ice cube, and they do that sometimes. Sketchy. Or it could cleave, right? And then drop a huge ball of ice into the water and then knock your canoe over, and then you're hypothermic hours away from your campfire. That's a bad situation to be in.
Your water can disappear, or worse yet, you can get squished in between two big icebergs.
Rushing Matt says, I quit watching Dave Wave. It's just Royce and Bessie interrupting, not being funny. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. No, I get it, though. I get it. Despite says, that's why I like my job. I'm alone most of the day. If you guys don't know what Despite does, he drives around a national park on a golf cart all day long. Smoking weed, I imagine. Listening to me. Listening to me on his phone. He just drives around. It sounds like a sick gig, honestly. And he's got a fishing pole on that thing. And so he goes and hits the little ponds and shit on his break. It sounds like a pretty sweet gig. I would not mind having that job. Are you a ranger or something? Or what is that? County park. It's a county park. Same diff. But there's nobody there, right? And it's really nice and you get to fish and stuff. That's cool.
Place is just full of seals and sea otters. I've seen 20 of them.
Eat a seal. Eat a seal. Kill a seal. You do it with a hammer. If you sneak up to one with a hammer and then bash its brains out, as for practice, right? Because the one you do, it might be too small, so you want to do a practice baby seal, and then you find a bigger seal to actually bash its brains out. Make sure you're bashing as many brains out as possible. You don't get to do it back at home, right? Right. Right.
Ice pack goes
right?
on forever.
People get real upset when you do it at home. This is what they look like when they flip over. This blue. This is what they look like. This one flipped over.
Ice that comes from the bottom of the glacier is super compressed and has that really cool blue color. The fog lifted and I can see the face of the glacier. The tide switches in about an hour and a half, and it's taken me 3 hours to get here, so.
Damn, dude. That's sketchy. You're out there all alone. I'm sure you got one of those boop, 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 boop. Those emergency alerts. But to be that far away from your camp in ice cold water and, even with the little emergency clicker thing, it still might take them hours to get to you. And you might freeze to death by then. If you fell into that water and you didn't have an effective way of warming yourself up, you would be in trouble. You'd be in trouble pretty quick. You're 3 hours away from any heat source, I imagine.
I better get heading back.
Sketchy. But this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. What? It has an RC track? Your park has an RC track? That's sick. That's really cool. An RC track. Can you fly drones and stuff in there? I have a drone. Gotta have my lunch. Is it pancakes? Dude loves pancakes. Just lives off pancakes. Fish and pancakes. He's going to open a restaurant called Fish and Pancakes. It'll be miraculously very popular.
I know I'm hungry.
Oh, you want a side of salami with that? Here's some cold salami I've had in my belt for 3 days.
When I'm double fisting it.
Oh, that kayaking wore me out. That was about 5 hours.
Yeah, I bet he's in good shape. I bet he's in like surprisingly good shape. Right? Like he looks like a nerd and stuff and like a geek and he, you know, all that. I bet when he pops that shirt off, he's fucking chiseled. Right? So, who's the bitch now? I'm just saying. It's me. No, I'm pretty chiseled too. In case you guys didn't know. He just yeeted a starfish. He yeeted. He said yeet and threw the star. He yeeted a starfish. Okay. Respect.
Well, it's almost dinner time and I got some bread dough left over, so I think I'm gonna make a bushcraft bread oven.
Esteban says, all I did at work today was rename equipment. Rename equipment? You're Susan, the forklift. I'm going to name you Harris, the air compressor. What is your job like? What is your job like? Do you have a label maker? Hi, my name is Harris. Is that what you do? I don't know. He goes on to say, play Dark Souls 3 and do yard work at my house. My boss was on PTO. So you didn't do anything today. Congratulations. That's cool. Despite says motherfuckers get mad when you can't tell them you can't fly their drone. What the fuck, dude? You can't fly a drone there? That sucks. Isn't that like a rule in like national parks now where you can't fly drones in there anymore? I wonder why. I wonder why they do that. Cause that's lame as fuck, dude. Like, cause I got a sick ass drone. I have a DJI FPV and the thing cooks. It goes like 90 miles an hour and I have like the headset and everything. That sucks though. You know, you can't fly it there. Onia says, I'll bet they make specific exceptions for that ordinance for specific companies. Just no one else. Yeah, probably not. You know, people ruin it. I mean, I kind of get it because people ruin it. People are dickheads with drones. They like invade people's privacy and they like, I don't know. They like hover over campsites and they harass like the wildlife and shit. And I kind of get it. It's lame. It's just lame. There's too many people. People are lame, right? I mean, you know, do I want to get drunk and fly my drone around? Yeah, of course I do. Is it the safest thing to do? No. But that's why it's fun. That's why it's a fun thing to do.
We got the oven stuffed full of wood. Got the dough rising in the pot.
In you go. Now he's baking. Now he made an oven. You guys, he made a little oven. That's adorable. He made a little rock oven. He's all like, I'm going to bake. I'm going to make me a birthday cake. That's really awesome. This guy is pretty cool. It's a shame he couldn't do it anymore because his wife got jealous, right? Oh, you're bringing in millions of dollars and a bunch of these chicks keep hitting you up. Stop. You have to stop now. Because I'm mad. I'm fat, mad, and ugly. Wow. It sounds like you're super insecure. That sucks being you. That really sucks being you. Oh, me and my wife decided that, we wanted to be a normal family. We couldn't do that with the fame and stuff. But I'm helping my kids start their channels. So, like, what do you mean? Like, aren't they gonna get super famous and then you're still gonna have a non-normal life? Come on, man. Everybody on the internet knows what happened. Everybody on the internet. We're not saying you cheated or anything, or even like acted ungentlemanly in any sort of way. Everyone knows your wife just got super insecure because she's a fat hog. And then she said, you have to stop now because there's too many people paying you too much attention. She got jealous. That's exactly what happened. And you being a good husband and father, you're like, okay. It just kind of sucks for everybody, doesn't it? Right? So many people enjoyed your content. And it's not just about the money you're making, right? It's not even like the money you're making to help your family. You're like really bringing a lot of peace and enjoyment to millions of people. And your wife decided to fucking ruin that because of her insecure feelings. Right? Right? You really should have told your wife to just, hey, fucking suck it up. Okay? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. It's bringing a lot of joy. It's bringing us a lot of money. Just fucking suck it up. All right? I'm not going to fucking cheat on you. I like doing this anyway. I go out in the middle of the woods with a camera. What's so bad about that? Right? What's so bad about that? But she's just in a little fucking hissy fit. A little fucking tantrum all the goddamn time. Right? And he doesn't want to deal with that. He don't want to deal with that. I've been like, fucking deal with it. You fucking shut up. Right? Because, like, you're not going to... It's not even about the money. It is not about the money. You are like providing a valuable service to hundreds of millions of people. You can't take that away. You belong to the world now, sir. Right? Your wife is going to have to learn to share.
Just stick it over here and let it rest.
This bite says, hit the like or I'm going to have to trespass you. Yeah, you don't want him doing that. You don't want him to trespass you.
Aha! There we go. Oh, is there...
That looks really good. I mean, for in the field baking bread in the field. That's pretty good. That ain't bad. Like, baking bread isn't that hard. Sure, but like when you have nothing but like rocks and a pot, that's pretty impressive.
Is there anything better than warm fresh bread? Yes, warm fresh bread with honey butter.
He's right. Honey butter slaps, dude. Honey butter is so good.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Honey butter? Fuck yeah. I mean, it's honey and butter, but it's better when it's like mixed in, right? Like a nice, like a mixed honey butter, like a proper honey butter on like a good soft roll. Ho, ho, ho. It is so good. It is so good. You guys, I'm sure some of you know, but oh my fucking God, it is delicious.
That was so good. Oh, the crust is so crispy on this thing.
Yeah, get some. Get some. Eat that whole loaf.
Oh, I'm getting so full. Got a belly full of warm bread, and it's nice and cozy in here.
It does sound good. That sounds
discount-
like good bread, doesn't it? That sounds like delicious ass bread with that honey butter.
I take it easy. I'm sore after all that kayaking.
He reads the call of the wild. The call of the wild. He's reading the call of the wild. I mean, what did you expect? What did you expect him to read? You know he's read that book before, like 1,000,000 times probably. Look how worn that shit is. I just think that's funny. You also probably have Hatchet in there. You probably have like, you know.
Writer wasn't writing away in the summer.
Let me just whittle a spoon real quick. You son of a bitch, dude. You absolute son of a bitch. I feel bad. I feel bad I didn't discover this guy till now. Because that's awesome. He's just gonna, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna whittle a spoon. Okay, and I bet you're gonna use those wood chips for your fire. You're gonna build like one of those carryable fires or something like that. You're gonna use them in a positive way. I know it. And then you have the fucking wooden spoon. You didn't even need a spoon. You have spoons. You're like, I'm just gonna be productive and make a wooden spoon. What an asshole. What a complete asshole. I'm glad you stopped.
You think so?
It's signed and numbered.
The book and spoon are cringy. They are cringy. I understand that. That is a very cringy thing. But on the other hand, okay. No, I don't. I understand, dude. I understand. But it's exactly what you expect, isn't it? It's exactly what you expect. Right? Like, I would be making a joke. What's he going to do? Read Call of the Wild and whittle a spoon? And then he's fucking doing it. That's exactly what I would... That's funny, dude. That's funny as shit. I understand why you think it's cringy. Because it is cringy. It is absolutely cringy. But it's like, oh, thank you. She's just a nightmare. She's my co-host.
She's prairie for that.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I would make that joke. I'd be like, oh, I bet he's going to read Call of the Wild and whittle a spoon. And then the next fucking scene, he's reading Call of the Wild and whittling a spoon. What a fucking douche, dude. What a fucking douche. But, like, it's endearing. And, like, I'm like, that's charming. That's absolutely charming.
She went.
It is. It's so on point. It's just so on the nose. And look how good at it he is. Look how fucking good. He did a really good job. He's done it before. He's got all the tools and shit. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Is he going to start reciting bush poetry? Is that what he's going to do?
There we go. Nice little wooden spoon. Well, I think I made a little bit of a mess here.
I fucking told you. He's going to fucking, of course. Christian says John needs to open his heart to that poor cat. I've had her for over a decade, okay? I've had her for over a decade. She's just like, I just can't take it right now, dude. I'm like, shut up, cat. Just shut up, all right? I've had a day. I've had a day, you know? It's the end of the week. I don't need you scratching at the door going, meow, 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 meow. It's not that you want food. It's just like, ugh.
Been a fun, relaxing evening, but I've got to get to bed. I've got to get up early in the morning. I'll see you guys then.
Oh my God, I would turn that shit off. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to listen to that nightmare tone in this beautiful woods. Can you imagine if you were lost in the woods, right? You're just, you were in a plane crash. You're hurt badly, but you were able to like splint a leg. And then you're like trudging around the Alaskan wilderness. And it's like early in the morning. And then from over a hill, you hear it. And you're like, the fuck? The fuck am I going crazy? Because it's your ringtone, right? And you remember it because you have to wake up for work and shit. I would run away. I'd be like, I must be dead. And that's hell. That direction is hell.
Oh, good morning. I've got to hurry up and get packed.
Despite says, all she wants is your love, John. I have none left. I have none. I received none. And so I have none to give. I am an empty vessel. I am sans love. Background says, new fear, forest clowns. Arbor colorophobia. Yeah. That's the name. At least he has I mean, you don't have to do this. You don't have to like break it down like this because, I mean, there's no one out there. But it's nice that he is. It's nice that he's breaking it down just so he's covering his tracks a little bit more. But I could also see him be like, well, I'm going to leave this up in case somebody else might need it for something, which I could also see. He didn't have to do that, but it's nice that he did.
I hate packing up in the rain. All of my gear is soaked and dirty.
And then you're soaking wet too, and then that just sucks.
Now I just gotta wait for my ride. Look at that, there's a whole bunch of seals right out there trying to catch pink salmon. Oh, there's my boat.
Sweet.
Oh, I don't need my shower for the month now.
Month? Month? Month?
Yeah, you know, you know it.
Where is this? Like Ketchikan or something like that? I've been to Ketchikan, Alaska. It's a beautiful little town in Alaska, and it's cold, and it's always raining. It's always raining, and people will kill themselves because it's always raining, and it's very depressing. But it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful little town. But yeah, I would kill myself. But everyone else kills themselves. In Alaska in general, because it sucks living up there. It's dark for like 6 months a year, right? And then the other 6 months, it's just daytime all the time, so you can't sleep. I guess you could pull the shades, but still.
Oh.
He didn't encounter any bears, no.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this adventure. If you want to see more camping videos from the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, make sure to check out our camping and adventure playlist, and don't forget to click subscribe. All right, guys, we'll see you next video.
All right, well, we actually made it through that, and it was actually nice. But I want to watch another one. What do you guys think? I do want to watch another one. So, camping in the Arctic Circle with no tent. Should we do swamp survival? Do you want to do there was a jungle one I was looking at. There was a jungle one. Where was that jungle one? Forging a knife, survival, camping. And this guy is such a nerd. Hey, let's do fishing and crabbing in Florida.
Fight. This is so much fun. I'm just sitting here fishing and the kids are having a ball in the pool. Get out of here, cuz me description below. Alrighty. There we go. Got him.
Good. Good. Fuck alligators. Fuck alligators. I hope he kills them all. Fuck those things, dude. Not that I have a problem, like, not that I deal with them, but they are kind of pesky, right? And, like, there's too many of them, and they worry me, right? Because, you know, not me personally. I don't think they're going to be able to kill me, because I'll fuck an alligator up. I worry about my kids and stuff. Like when they're too close to like a lake's edge, because you never know what's in the lake. They could be in there, you know.
All right, we got a gator in the back. We're gonna see if we can get Nathan one.
Let's go see if we can get that.
Oh. Here, Nathan, come quick, bud. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna try to hook him, okay? You get real close to him, okay? There was a big one just sitting on that bank right there, and he just dunked in the water. Oh, there's the bubbles. You can see him right there. Gotta lead him. Oh, man. Oh, Nathan, Nathan.
Got him.
Come here. This is you. He's got him. He's on. Reel.
Is he gonna reel that big ass alligator in? He doesn't
real
have the strength for that. He doesn't have the strength for that.
Reel down, son.
Reel down. All right, there he is.
This grass is the worst.
And he's gonna come out pissed. Oh, that's not that big.
Come pick it up, buddy. Say goodbye to him.
He's leaving.
All right, there's your gator. Bye-bye.
Well, why didn't you fucking kill him? Why didn't you fucking kill that thing?
Luke here at the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and I'm stranded in the wilderness of Alaska. For the last 3 days, I've been solo camping in Alaska's rainforest. I've used float planes, canoes, and my own 2 feet in order to explore remote hot springs. But my plane was supposed to pick me up this morning, and it didn't show up. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get home, but one thing's for sure, this is gonna be an interesting video.
Something about this guy puts me off. There's something wrong with him. Well, what do you think? What do you think is wrong with him? What do you think's wrong with him? Gator neighborhood or black neighborhood? Which is safer? Okay. Which one would I rather be in? The gator neighborhood. Just because they're like more predictable. I know what a gator's gonna do. They're not just gonna fucking and you know, a gator's not gonna try to rob me. Right? It's not gonna go fucking crazy on me for no reason. Despite what you've heard, it says gators mind their own business usually. Yeah, if you don't fuck with them, they don't want to fuck with you. I mean, they don't really see. I mean, they're not going to see me as food. They'll eat whatever they can, sure, but they can't eat me. I'm too big to eat. So they're not going to fuck with me. The only thing that would piss them off is if like I was like on a nest or something. But you're going to know where a nest is. They are not quiet. They'll hiss and shit. I mean, you're not going to just like stumble. Well, you might. I mean, you can literally step over them, right? They're not. You can get pretty close to them and they're not going to fuck with you. I just don't recommend it. Because, like, if they get pissed and start to chase you, they're surprisingly fast. But yeah, they're not afraid of you. But they'll kill you if they want to. But they're probably not going to want to. They will mind their business. But don't fuck with them. Because a big enough one will kill you. A big enough one will kill you. But they're not going to eat me. They could kill me. Like a 15-foot alligator could kill me, right? Probably not going to eat me. It might. It might. There are no black gator neighborhoods. There's not a crack addicted alligator. Because if there was, I would have gotten that alligator addicted to crack. Yeah, I'd just be feeding the alligator crack like Betty White in Lake Placid. Be like, come here, come on, I got more crack for you. It's all skinny. It's been awake for days. It doesn't even hibernate during the winter. It just kind of radiates heat. It's the only warm-blooded alligator. These are sketchy too. These little seaplanes, like out in the. See, the thing about flying in Alaska is like the winds are unpredictable. Like with the terrain and stuff, you'll get like downwinds and stuff, and you'll get like wing icing really easily. And like these kind of planes go down all the time, and they just vanish. Right? Usually people die. But yeah. These things go down pretty often.
Well, I'm all by myself now. I've got lots of different ammo. I've got slugs for bears. I've got bird shot. It's a nice thing about shot.
A slug for a bear would do the trick. I mean, yeah, a slug would do it. A slug would do it.
Shotguns, they're versatile. There we go. Gonna leave my gun case in the bushes.
I would keep that thing on me. I would keep that shit on me. You're in Alaska, you keep that thing on you, right? It's just, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's like 20 feet away from me. No, it's on
I'll get
me.
it on my way back. Well, guys, welcome to the temperate rainforests of southeast Alaska. It rains over 270 days out of the year here, and we're about 45 miles northeast of Ketchikan, Alaska.
Ketchikan. See, I've been to Ketchikan, which is Ketchikan right here. Ketchikan.
All right, we better get trucking. Got a long way to go. Look at this place. It's a cold jungle.
Esteban says at least smoke it and blow it into their face like JJ's dog. Does JJ really do that? Does he blow pot smoke into his dog's face? That is such like a, oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Everything is covered in moss. Look at the size of this log. This is crazy.
That's why I tell Jess when I'm in the bathroom. Right? When I'm in the bathroom in the morning, I'm all like, honey, look at the size of this log.
And now the 4-year-old does it to me.
Are you going to do your toes?
I just came in.
Are you going to paint your toes while I'm streaming?
I wanted to spend some time with
Yeah,
you.
go ahead, paint your toes. I don't give a shit. You guys, she's going to paint her toes while I'm streaming, so it's going to start smelling like a nail salon in here. Bing bong, ga wong. Bing bong, ga wong.
Go ahead, honey, pick color.
Okay, honey, pick a color. Okay, honey, pick a... Oh, okay, you just sit
Wait,
down.
why are you doing impressions for free?
Because I do the show for free. Majestic. But yeah, that shit'll kill you. I would like to ride a tube down that. That's what I would do. I'd get a tube and I would bomb that. Be fucking epic. Onia says some dogs do like getting high. Yeah, they don't. Dogs don't like getting high. Right? They're used to getting high and now they're addicted. So, but I mean, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have got your dog addicted to marijuana or crack or whatever you got your dog addicted to.
When I worked with the monkeys, we had a monkey that would, it was a capuchin, and the capuchin was raised by a biker gang, and it did cocaine and smoked cigarettes.
It's a cool monkey,
Yeah.
right?
Super cool
I would love to see a monkey do cocaine. Behind a very strong fence. Behind like an electric fence. I would watch a monkey do cocaine. Right? Cut up the lines on a mirror. Right? And then just, what are you looking at?
It was that cute. I think they
That's an aggressive monkey. That is like a fucking asshole monkey. I don't like cokeheads. Cokeheads piss me off. They're just like aggressive and they don't have any chill. Obviously not, because they're on coke.
Look at this!
Christian says, Jess, you're muted. She teeheed.
That's pretty cool. Well, this is the lake I was trying to find. Unfortunately, I'm on the wrong end of the lake. And it's a big lake. Sure is pretty. Hold on. There's a little something over there. Check it out, it's an old trolley.
Oh, cool.
All the wood's rotted away, but you can still see the metal frame.
Do it, bro. Do it. Use the trolley. Nice. Oh!
That is slick. You see the trolley pretty good here. I think normally the water level's a little bit lower and you can walk out to that thing. But hey, I got a great view of the lake.
Sketchy.
Look at this.
How funny would it be if he slipped and fell and then filmed himself getting washed away? Well, we wouldn't get the footage unless he like survived and then came back and picked up the camera. So yeah, it'd be pretty funny. If that was like his final moments and like somebody else found the camera and then that was his final moment, it was like going over a waterfall and then like it got plastered on YouTube for like his kids and his wife to see. I could still see the humor in it, but it would be pretty sad.
Yes.
Right? But I'm like, I have a dark sense of humor. You guys probably don't know this about me, but I have a pretty dark sense of humor. And I'm pretty fucked up.
Looks
You
a
know.
little beat up.
Nah, that's good.
National Forest Service left these canoes here for anybody to use. As long as you take care of them, put them back where you found them, everyone can enjoy them. It's a real great thing.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Nice. It's even got a gun rack on it. That's cool.
You know what? Rain or no rain, this is still pretty cool. Look at this. There's a couple ducks right over there. I think I might go get them.
Blast them. Hell yeah.
Oh, there they go. Well, they didn't let me get close to them, but they're here, and that's a good sign. If I get up early tomorrow morning, I think I might have a good chance at them. Oh. There we go. We got ourselves a nice little shelter.
There you go. Nice shelter, right? That's cool. And then you just post up and, you know, you can tell stories and you get drunk and stuff. And Esteban says in the background, you hear some rangers shouting, "Hey, where you going with my canoe?" It's my canoe. That's my canoe. How am I going to get out of here? How am I going to feed my family that lives out here?
Gonna need it because I've already...
It smells like a nail salon in here. I can smell it. It's all up in my face. No, it's fine. I'm just saying. You guys, like, having a wife is like this, where they're like, they're just around.
Wet my pants. Well, this is a pretty slick little shelter. It was built in 1937, so it's almost 90 years old. Just made with logs
Like Miami MILF.
and cedar shingles. Got a nice little shelf up here you can sleep on or use for storage. Look at the big old solid benches.
She doesn't come to this show, so I didn't need to take a shot at her, but there you go. I'm taking shots at Miami MILF. Let her know. Let her know.
Here. Got even a little bit of wood here I might be able to chop up. Well, this is a pretty cool spot, but I got to get my tent set up. I am really wet and cold.
Yeah, double up the shelter. That's cool.
Well, check this out. It's a volcanic hot spring. Look at all the steam coming off this water.
Oh, nice. It's got like a hot tub and shit, too.
Oh, that's warm. See if we can jam this hole up. There we go. It's filling up with hot water pretty quick. Scalding hot right there. This right here must be the source. Woo! Yeah, that's boiling. This over here is just warm. You can see all the steam coming off the hillside. There's probably other hot springs popping out higher up there. Now
That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to go to a hot spring. I've never been to one.
there's a hose over there bringing hot water down the hill. We gotta figure out why it's not working. There we go. Woo, that's hot. All right, so we got cold water there, boiling hot water there, and warm water flowing in here. And you can kind of use the three to adjust your temperature. Oh, man.
That's a cool system. That's a cool ass system. Yeah, that's very cool. That kicks ass.
Man, I want to jump in this right now, but it's getting dark and I'm getting hungry. And I need to give this some time to clean out the pool and get it
Esteban says the hot springs in Colorado are full of naked women. That's cool.
nice and warm. Woo. That is so awesome. I think the only thing that could be more exciting than that is a hot meal. Oh, I am so hungry.
Wow, that's loud.
These bratwursts are pre-cooked, so you just want to warm them up really. Put a little bit of water in the bottom of the frying pan, bring it to a boil. By the time the water evaporates, the bratwurst is piping hot through and through.
Slap that in a bun, you're good to go. Ryan, I like a good brat. I'm a brat man. I like brats. You think FOMO mentioned the springs? That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, that's delicious. It's not fancy, but it's warm and it's quick.
She's probably there right now. Maybe. She might be there. Probably naked.
Sparkler in her butt.
With a sparkler in her butt. She seems like the kind of bitch, right? She's just like, she don't give a fuck, dude. Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
Two things I really appreciate right now. There you go. I'll tell you what, guys, I am exhausted. I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to catch my flight, spent all day on a plane, and then I had to hurry as fast as I could to get here before sunset. Didn't even have time to eat lunch.
There you go. You got lunch. And then you got a hot tub and shit, too. Right? I would have done that tomorrow after you, like, but whatever. You do you. That's cool. And hot cocoa to finish off the day, you lucky bastard. That's lovely.
Got my hot water bottle here, check for leaks. All right, looks good. Put that in there. Well, I got some bread flour with me, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna eat hot, fresh bread. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up a little water with it, give it a little mix, let it sit overnight, and it'll be fermented and all ready to go tomorrow morning.
Yeah, gonna let it rise. Proof, if you will.
Making fresh bread is one of my favorite things to eat on a camp out, and I get people asking me all the time how you do it. I did an entire video on how to make campfire bread. It's really easy. Just gonna hang it up on.
Then why did you need an entire video on how to do it? If it's really easy, it should not take an entire video. It should take 10 seconds, 60 seconds.
This clothesline so mice can't get at it. Well, I think I am ready to get out of these wet clothes. All right. Oh. Well, the sun set about an hour ago, and it's only 7:15. It is getting dark so early nowadays.
It's winter in Alaska, or it's fall, probably.
I'm just gonna kind of hop into bed and eat some snacks and listen to an audiobook. I've got a pumpkin pie infused Gouda cheese, which
What? Pumpkin pie infused Gouda cheese?
is gonna be kind of wild. Got some chocolate covered hazelnuts, a wicked
Chocolate covered hazelnuts I could get down with. That's cool.
salami, fig cake, and some pilot bread. So yes, I'm having an awesome time.
Sun's just barely up and it's not raining, so I think I should go do some duck hunting. Oh, yeah, these didn't dry out at all last night. This is not gonna be fun.
Bummer. Oh, I hate putting on wet clothes. Or like a wet wetsuit. Putting on a wet wetsuit is a nightmare. It's just not fun. It's not a fun thing to do.
That flock of ducks is right.
Esteban says there are countless stories of people who fell or jumped into the pools and dissolved screaming while no one could help them. That sucks.
Back where they were yesterday. I'm gonna try to stalk them.
Boiled alive? Is that what it is? They just got boiled alive? That sucks.
Oh, there was about 15 ducks in that flock, and they flew off before I even got half as close as I needed to be. But I'm sure they're not the only duck on this lake. Mallard ducks actually have a language of sorts. There's a "Hey baby, I'm here" call. There's that "Num num, this is tasty" call. There's the basic quack.
You speak duck? You speak duck. You fucking nerd. You fucking nerd with your spoon whittling, Call of the Wild reading. You fucking nerd, dude.
Well, that duck came right into the call, and I was able to close the distance with him pretty good. When I got closer, I could tell he wasn't a mallard. He's some sort of diving duck, and those usually don't taste as good as mallards, so I'm just going to kind of let that one go. I'm just working my way up and down this river and around the lake, just looking for sloughs and marshy spots.
Esteban says there was a group of kids who were caught in the park after dark and went off the trail because they were scared of bears. Wow, stupid. Tried to jump over a stream and fell in. 2 survived, 1 died. Well, on that absolutely cheery note, thanks for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I hope you guys have a chill, calm, relaxing weekend. Stay strong. Stay beautiful. Make me proud, as always. I'm glad you guys were here for this week of the Sulk stream, and I hope it brightened your day and cheered you up, like all Sulk streams do. There's no way they're depressing or sad in any way. So thanks for coming, once again, to this Friday show of the Sulk stream. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll be back on Monday, and same Sulk time, same Sulk place. I'll be on Daywave, and I'll be here to entertain you and give you little forehead kisses and tuck you in and do all those things. So be here, and hit the like button on your way out if you wouldn't mind. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for coming. Please be awesome. Yeah. Anyways, drink a lot of water, get a good night's sleep, and take care of yourselves because I care about you too. I'll see you guys on Monday. Love you. Good night. Bye.
I'm an incredible soul, unhinged and enraged like a bulldog's fierce growl. I'm spitting fire, burning through these trees, questioning the world, unraveling conspiracies. Talking about Bigfoot, Black Ness Monster 2, government lies, they're feeding me their goo. I'm diving deep into this rabbit hole, uncovering the truth, setting fire to their control. I got small nipples, but my voice is loud, roaring like thunder in this crazy crowd. They say I'm crazy, but I call it woke, unraveling the madness with every word I spoke.